Hey guys, Wicked Witch 11 here, your Saturday host for the Witch's Voice. This week we're talking about Sunbat versus Esbat. So, when I first heard about this topic, I was a little dumbfounded because I didn't understand what an actual Sunbat was. So, I had to do my own research on it, and I like to say that there wasn't actually much info at all. And then I realized that this term was actually brought up and made up by certain individuals online. It has not been a term used or described by any authority figure on the topic of witchcraft as a whole in our community. Therefore, I wasn't surprised that I haven't heard about it. I've been practicing for goddess knows how long, and I never heard of this term. But then I understood why. Then I was actually instructed or told what it actually meant, and I kind of understood it. So now I'm in a better grounds when it comes to this term. So first let's look at what an actual Esbat is, or what it means. An Esbat is an actual meeting of witches, mostly during the full moon or the new moon, and they gather together. Some witches don't actually call it an Esbat and actually call it a circle. It depends on how you practice and the way you do things, basically. But what you do during an Esbat is actually you celebrate the female aspect of divinity, and you worship the goddess, and you work with the moon and its energies. So, with that being said, a Sunbat is actually, or it is said to be, the opposite of that, which is actually working with the male aspect of divinity and working with the sun, which actually represents the god, the male aspect of divinity. So you will gather during the day and you will work with the sun and worship the male aspect of divinity. With that being said, if you look at it in the perspective of how I'm looking at it, it is actually a little bit problematic when it comes to gathering and celebrating or actually doing spell castings during the daytime, because during the daytime most people are out and about, and it could cause a lot of problems when you're actually outside doing a ritual and there are prying eyes all over the place. Unless you are in a secluded area where you don't have that problem, then that would be perfect. However, where I'm at, and I can only speak for myself, that could be a little problematic, and it could cause a lot of issues. With that being said, I don't connect with the term. It doesn't matter from what angle I look at it, I just don't connect with it. I see the point behind it, I understand it now, I just don't connect with it. The reason why is because the sun actually drains my energy. I don't gain any energy from the sun, it actually takes away my energy. Therefore, I cannot stand under the rays of the sun for a long period of time, because it actually drains me completely, up to the point where I can't even breathe. And you have to understand that where I am located, it is actually 90s, and it doesn't go below that during the daytime year round. It's actually summer all year round. I'm in a tropical island, so it is very hard. And to me, since the sun actually drains me, and it's been that way forever, I don't celebrate under the sun at all. If I'm going to use the sun for any spell casting, or if I need the energy of the sun to empower an item or an oil or anything that I'm actually using in my magical practice, I would do it inside, and I will harness the power of the sun during the daytime, and I will just connect with it that way. And if I have to charge something under the sun, I will go outside, put it under the sun, and then come back inside. I don't work with it in the way that I would do in an Esbat, where I will actually be outside under the moon, and I will actually connect with it, bring down the moon, draw down the moon, draw down its energies and its power, and just rejoice in it. I cannot do that with the sun because it actually drains me. Therefore, when it comes to picking and choosing which one I prefer, obviously I'm going to pick an Esbat over a Sunbat any day. Not to mention the fact that an Esbat is actually well known and well practiced by many practitioners and many witches and Wiccans. I think it's important to say that I am not Wiccan and I do not practice Wicca. My practice is very different from everybody else's. I don't like the word eclectic. I practice witchcraft. I'm a witch. I'm a brujo. I practice witchcraft and brujeria. That's what I do. And that's it. I have a very strict way of practicing. I stick to what I know. And, you know, I am very consistent with the way that I practice. I don't go nitpicking. I don't jump from one thing to the other. I don't deity hop. I don't pick one deity today and another deity the other day. I don't do that. I'm very consistent, and that's why my magic and my practice, it works. It works, and it enriches me and it empowers my entire life because I practice magic every day. I do magic every single day, and that's the way I practice. Now, you might practice differently, and you know, that's okay. This is all about diversity here. I'm an individual, so you practice the way that it fits you. That's the way that it fits me. So once again, if I have to choose between a Sunbat and an Esbat, I would pick an Esbat because I work with the moon energies. I'm more powerful during the nighttime, and I'm more powerful during the moon cycle than I am during the daytime under the sun and working with the sun energies. The sun energies actually takes away my power. It drains me and it leaves me defenseless, basically, because I can't even breathe. Therefore, I don't work with it, so I don't connect with the term Sunbat. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys understood what I actually meant and my point went across and you actually got it. I mumbled a bit, but you know, that's just the way that I do it. But thank you so much for watching, and check out everybody else's videos. Until next Saturday, blessed be.